Right, we're going to have another sorting video. My collage box is ridiculous and I need to sort it out because it is driving me slowly bonkers, to say the least. So I've got this little tray here. Yes, it just, yeah, it needs sorting. So basically I'm going to do that. I've got these strips which are made out of edges of gel prints with sticky tape on the back. So if I find any strips like that, I'm going to make them my next background for my next collage piece. So I'm going to put those up there. Oh, there's another one. I'll say they've got double-sided tape on the back. So they're going to be my next use because they're just driving. This can go in that pile. I don't even know what that is. It looks like watercolour paint to me. I have started. I'm going to make I've picked out some plastic folders. So things like this, these die cuts, because they get all caught up. So I'm going to put these in here on their own, basically. And that way, that's how I've sorted these out here already. Well, I was waiting for another video to upload. It just, because I don't know, it blocks my creativity. If it's too much of a mess, I can work in a mess, believe me. And that's all tissue bits in there. So again, I'll put that up there. But yeah, if it gets too messy, yeah, I can't function. And I know it sounds a little bit prima donna, but it is what it is. Right, so bits like that. See, there's another strip there. And that's another one. And that is, yeah, that's all edges of gel prints stuck onto card. So that'll be quite nice, actually. Right, some more die cuts. So anyway, I don't know when this is going to be released, but I hope you're having a good day. So that's ephemera. I don't know where to put you. See, I've got strips in here as well. And right, you're a strip. Yeah, I could use those actually. Get them used. I can always make more. This is one that I did ages ago with Roxy Creations. Just stamping, and it's on sticky paper. Just stamping loads of images on, yeah, on the sticky paper basically. Right, this is all borders in here. Right. Yeah, so that's another one. Yeah, that's on sticky paper. Pretty sure. Yeah. So that's one huge stick of that. Right. Okay. So I'm going to make that the folder that I use for the next collage thing. Right. Okay. So that's enough of those. So any more, I'll just put them to one side. I don't know whether I want to use that again. Put it there as ephemera. There you go. Right, so these are just strips. Right, okay, let's get sorting. So these are just papers. I haven't got any room. Move you there. Right, papers. Any shapes in that, I think. Right, so that's tissue. I'll put that up there. That's just a random bit of anything that's die cut, as in punched out or whatever, is going to go in there. Circles. And these things. What did I do with that folder? Hang on. Oh no, I didn't start one for that. Right. So anything that's kind of punched out that I would probably use just on its own, they're going to have their own folder. That's just going to be a fodder one. That, oh, that's off of a book page. That's a fabric border. That's another border. And another one. Right, again, they can go on that when I do that next one. And if they're tiny, I'm just going to bin them. I don't really like doing it. See, that's texture. That's being kept. Don't want Christmassy paper. So that's a die cut. That's a die cut. Paper. Die cut. See, a little block like that. I know it's pathetic and small, but just that little bit there, that can make all the difference. Right, so these are all die cuts, so I can go in there. But yeah, I'm probably not going to yabber too much, and I can put this on fast forward. I don't want Christmas trees. I think I'll make a tray of really tiny bits. Who else would clarify as really tiny? No one, obviously. Yeah, and then I can put this on a little bit of fast forward. I usually double time it, so you can slow it down yourself should you wish to. There's another border there. That's a funky one. That can go on the next page. Tissue. Right, borders. Oh, so that's the die cut one. So I'll put that in there. Oh no, in that one. Right, yeah, you're going fast forward. Otherwise you'll be driven bonkers. Right, okay. Right, I think I'm going to make that the tray for the little bits in there. This is going to have its own folder, which is the ones where I've die cut shapes out of them. But again, you've seen me use these before, so, and I know there's going to be more, so. Okay, that's going to be a pile of ephemera that I put somewhere else, probably in the drawer with all the junk journaling stuff. Right, let's start sorting through this big box now. Right, so your littles, your ephemera, I'm going to put you over there out the way. Right, let's see what we got in here. Strips are up the top there, so they're all nicely safe up the way. See, I know that doesn't look much, but sometimes you just want a nice pale background. So I just can't throw stuff away. What's wrong with me? See, they're just glorious. I know. It's like a disease. These are all stamped images. So if I find any more, I can put those in there. Right, so now we're on to the big bits of paper. Well, some of them anyway. I'm going to put that out of sight. Sorry, I know it's a pain, because let me just lift you up even higher. Bear with me. Just move a few shrapnel bits around. Oh, crikey. Hold tight. Right, okay, I think I've got you up a little bit higher. This is actually washi tape. That's sticky stuff, so I might put the washi in with the tissue, which is at the back there. Now again, you look at that and you go, oh, but if you want some red leaves, you know, I don't know why that's in there. clearly it had a reason at one point. Right, these are these nice thin papers. So again, lovely. Yeah. Right, you're back on fast forward. Right, these are actually bookend papers. I might put those with the ephemera. Right, carrying on. Right, we're getting down to the last few bits now. I'm sorry, this has taken longer than I thought. Found all sorts of things. I'm like, when did I make that? These were the gel print one that I did with somebody or other. And they were their cast-offs. These borders, I've got hundreds of these. I must use these up. Like the slim bits, they're not particularly border borders, but those kind of bits. And a die cut. Right. That's it. Oh, no, it's not. A bit stuck in the side there. Right, let me just empty that out. There was quite a bit. I sort of looked at it and thought, I'm not going to keep it. So a bit went in the bin, not too much. So those are all the big bits. They're gel prints that, you know, didn't quite cut the mustard. I don't know, cut the whatever. It didn't make it. So this is all the die cuts. So that's all good. So they'll hopefully be a little bit more protected. They're the ones that are kind of chopped in two. But I do like using those. I know it's a weirdness of me, but they're all the printed ones, stamped rather. Just need cutting out, which doesn't take a minute, so that's fine. Hundreds of borders, like I said. So these are the slightly smaller bits. I'm just thinking there might have been some really tiddlers that I put in here. I can't remember. You get in sorting mode, don't you? So I think they're all a little bit small, those ones. Maybe that sort of size. What's a lovely colour? It's a bit small. I think you can go in with the borders actually. I must do something with those. I think they're a little bit small as well. And you. Right, borders, get out of the way. You're in the way. Okay, you, not you. Okay, let's put you in with borders. You're a bit tiny. And you're a die cut, you shouldn't even be in there. Put that in there in a minute. Yeah, there was some tiny ones that I put in there. There are all sorts of papers and textures. They're really thick card, those ones. So I think you can go in with the borders. And so can you. You're tiny. Another one. I hummed and hard about that one. I'm not sure. That was that really pale one, wasn't it? I'll leave them in there for now, I think. Yep, you're tiny, tiny. So are you, not you, not you. I'm not going to put it in borders because it's a very textured one, that one. So that can go in borders. I'll keep you out. See these ones where they're almost solid, but with a little bit of decoration in the background, they are great for punching out shapes and things. So that's kind of why I keep those. I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to put you in there. You're a border. It might be a bit small. Well, I'll put you in there anyway. Right, okay. And then behind me I put anything like book pages and stuff like that, because that goes more in the junk journaly side of things. Right, so that's all the littlies. Will you fit in there? It just keeps it all a little bit more contained. I know a lot of people sort by colour. I tend to not. I suppose I ought to, but I don't. So that's probably why I get in such a pickle half the time. But never mind, I like to mix the colours anyway. So let's get you put in. Right, so the box is looking a lot more easier now. Where did you come from? You need to go in with the lilies, don't you? Go away. Right, let's put you under there because you're going to be a pain. Well, thanks for sticking with me. If you stayed all the way through that, well done. It's just one of those jobs. It's always nice to think that you've got people. I hope you're doing sort of something scrappy yourselves or something. See, look at all these flipping borders. This is ridiculous. Well, bits that could be used as borders. What is in the way there? Let's move you over there. Yeah, see, I just can't. Can I throw that away? Oh. Yes, I can. Oh, brave. Yeah, see all these. They're cracking. I like to paper weave as well, so they'll be really good for that. Maybe we will do a background just with strips though, I think, the other lot that I put to the side there. And then these ones, they might have to be woven. Because that makes, I've done it before, I know that, but sometimes you just repeat the things you love. So these are just like the ends cut off of gel prints if I've used it in something else, you know. So that's all they are. I love that one. Texture on that. It's just amazing. I do some good ones every now and again. Right, I'm going to put that with the ones to be used. See that? Although that looks pretty pants, you know, if you look at that, you're like, but you layer it up with a border next to it. You know, you've got a really nice, to me anyway. Am I a weirdo? I don't blooming care anymore. You think I'm weird, that's fine. You watch me, so you must be weird too. Right, so that's all the big stonking borders. Well, nearly. Hold on. Maybe we'll pick out the slightly smaller ones. Gee, I might do a big canvas with all these on. That'll be fun, won't it? Let's get all these big ones out of the way. See colours on that. Oh. Right, okay. Oh, actually, you could argue they need to go in the bit with the die cuts, don't they? Maybe that's what I need to do. That can go in with the ones that we're going to be playing with because that's on a sticker. Yeah, I think I'm going to put those in with these, because technically that's what they are, is punched out bits, leftovers, my favourite kind. You're going to fit, just, and you. Right, okay. Well, there we are. I put over here stickers. This is one that I laminated. I don't know whether to keep it or not, because the lamination went kind of all right. I don't know. I might keep hold of it for now. And these are stickers. But I stamped my, they're a bit dark, mind. I stamped my Suzy Q Makes logo on those. I keep them in here because they come in useful for other things. Wow, look at this box. Hang on. Look at that. That, my friends, is a beautiful collage box. I hope I've been on, because have I been on screen all the time? Why is it belted forward like that? Oh, for goodness sake. I hope I was on camera. Yeah, so that's much better. I've got a little bit of a pile on the floor down here, but that's fine. Actually, I wonder... I was going to say I'll offer out a scrap pack, but it's unfair because it'd be UK only until they sort out their lives about this tariff malarkey. I just, even if I send a gift abroad, and actually it's not that brilliant, so hang on. I mean, it's not that exciting to be honest. This is kind of what went in the bin. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't feel it's fair because I know a lot of my lovely peeps are in the States, so they're going to go in the bin. When life ever gets back to normal with them sending stuff to America and wherever, I'll do a big boxy giveaway of some sort. You know, if you want this sort of stuff. Anyway, thanks for being with me. Hopefully, I would have sped an awful lot of that up, so you won't be that bored. But yeah, look at that. That is handsome. That is absolutely amazing. I don't even know where my book is. Oh, it's over there drying. See you again. Bye.